one. Hello everybody and welcome to Microsoft Flight Simulator. Today we're going to be doing a little route that I like to do in my spare time. We're going to be flying from St. Andrews, which is about 15-20 minutes away from Winnipeg, Manitoba. We're going to be flying to Southport, which is in Portage-la Prairie, Manitoba, and then where was the other one? We're going to be going to Brandon as well. It's just a little route I like to do on my spare time. It's an interesting route, doesn't take all that long. So here we will get started up and we will set all of our courses and get on, I can't really say on the road because we're not going on the road, but in the air. So I'm not going to be able to use my Navigraph right now because it's not working for me at the moment. I got to get everything sorted out with that. So I will have to use the taxi markers, little blue arrows. I really don't like using it, but it seems as though I have to right now. But that is not the end of the world. So, first things first, we're going to be going to Portage-la Prairie. So, I'm gonna go through all of these, and the first code is CYPG. So we'll get that put in there, and then we'll set our fuel and our weight. And then we should be good to go. CYPG. Come on, there we go. There we go. So we're going to go to Southport. That's our first leg. Get that all set up. And then from Southport, we'll be going to Wow. Can I set this here? I don't know, I gotta go all the way through again. CYBR. BR. So we'll get all this set up. There we go. And then we're going to go enter. And we're not going to activate that yet. Gotta get that to... I'm not used to using this G1000 here. Okay, so we gotta set Portage-la Prairie first. That is a-okay. We'll just set Brandon when we get there. Set this back to YPG. Too much. Alright, so we'll set that. Good. We'll set our altitude. We're going to be trying to fly at about 5,000. Perfect. Alright, so let's get all of our stuff loaded up here. So for fuel, I don't want to end up having to refuel in portage, so we're going to give myself a good amount of fuel here. And then the only thing that we're going to be carrying in our little simulation here is some cargo, and I believe it was 500. No, it obviously was not 500. What was it? 200 pounds? Yeah, that's what it was. Carrying that in the back. So I'm going to go into third person here really quick. We'll do a quick pre-flight, make sure all of our stuff is working. Rudder's going. Can't test the toe brakes yet, so we're going to go boop. Good. Elevators. Good. Alrighty. So now we are going to set our mixture. We are going to turn on our beacon lights and taxi lights. And that is it for right now. Let me take a look at what we got in front of us. So now we'll have to do pretty sharp turnaround to get to the runway, but that is alright. So we're just going to go here. I'm going to tune to ground, and what kind of departure are we wanting here? Bearing 257, 25. So we're going to want to go west.
Ground Cessna Alpha Sierra X-Ray Golf Sierra Alpha with Quebec request taxi for takeoff west departure.
Cessna Alpha Sierra X-Ray Golf Sierra Alpha taxi 2 and hold short of runway 18 using taxiway Delta Charlie Bravo. Contact tower on 118.5 when ready.
Perfect.
Taxi 2 and hold short runway 18 via taxiway Delta Charlie Bravo Cessna Golf Sierra Alpha.
Alright. So let's get to startup here. So we're going to crack, make sure my throttles are reading. Crack throttle about 1/4 inch. Choke is good. Got all of our lights on. Everything's good here. So let's go and get ready to start. Just like that. Engine is started up. Gonna check our altimeter here, 299 or 2. That should be good. That is now set properly. Good, 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 good. I'll have to get ready to grab a squawk code. Alright, so let's put our throttle up to about there. That should be good to do our magneto test. Not much drop. Not much drop. Good. Back to idle. One last final look around here. And I think we are good, so let's get our view set here. Get that all going goodly. Alright, we're going to release parking brakes, set toe brakes. Toe brakes seem to be good. We're going to throttle up a little bit here, turn all the way. Get those throttles going up. Give her enough throttle to get us around the corner here. Back off. And we are ready to taxi. And we'll go around all the planes that are parked in a very inconvenient spot. Alrighty. Let's go here. Let's slow down a little bit because we got a corner. And we'll get going on our taxiway here. Alright. Perfect. So in total, the flight from St. Andrews to Portugal Prairie is about 25-35 minutes. I'll probably end up condensing that down, and then the flight from Portage to Brandon is usually another 25 or so minutes. And it looks like we're almost at our hold short line. So I'll get ready and tune tower. Start slowing down. There's our line. Request our takeoff clearance.
Tower Cessna
and we'll
Alpha
turn our
Sierra
strobe
X-ray
light
Golf
on.
Sierra Alpha ready for west departure at runway 18.
Reset our view.
Cessna Alpha Sierra X-ray Golf Sierra Alpha altimeter 29.66 wind 185 at 10. Departure to the west
Altimeter
approved. For takeoff runway
2966.
18.
2966. Acknowledge
Cleared for
takeoff
takeoff runway
clearance.
18 Cessna Golf Sierra Alpha.
Beauty. Alright, so since we're not overweight, we don't need to set any flaps or anything like that. So we'll get set up on the runway over here. Alright, and let's go. So we're going to rotate about 70 knots or so. $70, $80 knots. $60 knots is V1. Rotate. And positive rate. So we're going to turn on our autopilot. And we're going to find our... Where are we here? Nav mode. And we're going to climb to our
Cessna Golf Sierra Alpha continue for west departure.
feet. Go. Slowly
Tower
letting off
Cessna
the
Alpha
yoke.
Sierra X-ray Golf Sierra Alpha.
And the plane
continue
is
for
now
west departure.
flying itself. So after fact, we're going to turn our taxi lights off. And we are now cooking pretty good. So we're going to see if we can get flight following. Probably not from these guys. That is a-okay. So now that we're clear, we will set our heading to 259. Got some strong wind here. Alright, we'll set our heading. Turn nav mode off, and now we're flying right off with heading. Doing a right turn here. Alright. And I'm going to add just a little bit extra to adjust for our off-courseness. We'll get back on course, and we are en route to Southport. is definitely a windy one out today. Little lot of bit of turbulence, but that is alright. Nothing that the old 172 can't handle.
Cessna Golf Sierra Alpha leaving my airspace frequency change approved.
Tower Cessna Alpha Sierra X-ray Golf Sierra Alpha frequency change.
Alright, now that we're going to center, we can get our squawk code.
Winnipeg Center Cessna Alpha Sierra X-ray Golf Sierra Alpha is type Cessna Skyhawk 2 miles southwest of St. Andrews, 3,200 feet. Request flight following.
Ooh, that was some gnarly
Cessna Alpha
turbulence
Sierra
there.
X-ray Golf Sierra Alpha Winnipeg Center. Squawk
0,
023.
2, 2, 3.
Cessna Golf Sierra Alpha radar contact 2 miles southwest of St. Andrews, 3,400 feet. Altimeter 29.67.
2967.
Roger Cessna Golf Sierra Alpha.
And we're still going to be flying visual flight rules, but we're going to get the squawk code just so that they know where we are. We're just about at our 5,000 feet, and we can start adjusting our heading back to 257. Alright, now we are en route to Southport. I'm going to set my timer here. Should have about 30-ish minutes left on our flight time. Alright. So once we get leveled off here and we adjust our speed, I will be trying to do some action shots. I'll speed it up for you guys so you don't get super bored and it's not a 16-hour long video. Alright, so we're coming up to flight level 045. We are almost there. So we're going to transport this, what was it, 300 pounds of cargo to Portage la Prairie, and then we're going to be taking about 350-ish pounds to Brandon. I packed extra fuel just so that we don't have to refuel when we're there. And then we'll call her a day, but we're going to do this little cargo flight here in our little 172 private cargo company, of course. Alright, we're coming up to 5,000 feet. Once we hit about 110 knots, we will slow the plane down because our target cruising altitude is about 110. But with this turbulence, it's going to be a little bit hard to hold that. Oh, I forgot to set my barometer here. Which knob was it again? If I can remember which knob was my barometer. Because we're a little bit off. Let's see if I can figure this out. I haven't tried to set one of these things in a while. Reference range, that's not what I want. CDI, barometer pressure 2967. I believe is what the other one was set to, right? 2967 is what the other one was set to. Alright, so we'll just climb up that extra little bit there. I forgot that I had to set it on my Garmin as well. Going from X-Plane, I can just set it on this one and it transfers over. I'm not used to Microsoft Flight Sim yet, where I have to do everything myself. But alrighty, so we're coming up to 5,000. We'll back off our mixture a little bit. Alright, we're just about at our target altitude. And we'll start backing off our throttle. There we go. Give her a little bit more. So like I said, we're targeting about 110 knots. Whether or not we can actually sustain that, that's a different story. But let's see, what else have I forgotten to do? Back course, no, not approach, not vertical speed, none of that. Alright. ATC want anything that I have forgot to do? No. Alrighty. So, there we are. Alrighty. So now we're on the way to Portage La Prairie. I'll do some action shots and hope you guys enjoy the flight.
I know you told your friend you're not okay, Tell me what's wrong and why you never said you felt that way. And guess you're trying to stay strong and fake a smile until I look away. But I've known you too long, it hurts to watch your blue eyes fade to gray as you fade away. As you fade away.
Yeah, I'm about to fade away, cause every time I wake up I feel like it's Monday. Something's going wrong with all the chemicals up in my brain. All of a sudden I don't look at anything the same way. Got a buildup of my thoughts sitting in an ashtray. I'm sorry that I'm so inconvenient, okay. Just let me be me and I'll stay out of your way. I can see the way you look at me, I'm such a disgrace. I never really asked to be brought into this place. You wanna love me? Well then baby, have a taste. All the highs and the lows, no, you'll never be the same. I don't really wanna hurt you, but I can't control the pain. If you're sticking by my side, maybe we could be okay. Okay, maybe you could be the change I need today. I promise that I've never felt this way. I really hope that you will choose to stay through all the pain.
I know you told your friend you're not okay. And tell me what's wrong and why you never said you felt that way. Guess you're trying to stay strong and fake a smile until I look away. But I've known you too long, it hurts to watch your blue eyes fade to gray as you fade away. As you fade away. As you fade away. Try to stay strong and fake a smile until I look away. But I've known you too long, it hurts to watch your blue eyes fade to gray.
Tower Cessna Alpha Sierra X-Ray Golf Sierra Alpha is type Cessna Skyhawk 9 miles east of Portage 5,000 feet. Requesting transition.
Cessna Alpha Sierra X-Ray Golf Sierra Alpha transition approved. Report clear of tower airspace.
Will report clear Cessna Golf Sierra Alpha. Tower Cessna Alpha Sierra X-Ray Golf Sierra Alpha 5,000 feet to land.
Cessna Alpha Sierra X-Ray Golf Sierra Alpha Tower. Altimeter 29.61, wind 168 at 9er. Make left downwind runway 13 left.
Make left traffic runway 13 left Cessna Golf Sierra Alpha.
Alright everybody, so we got our landing instructions and we can see the airport over there, so we're going to drop down to about 3,000 feet, bring our power back for about a 70 to 75 knot landing. So we're going to descend to about 3,000 feet, swing out a little bit, and we'll try and get on the ground. So once we hit 75-ish knots, we'll put our first thing of flaps, and we'll get ready for our approach. Now, I requested the transfer of airspace. I really did not have to do that. I just typically like to do that to make sure that I have contact with the tower properly. So we're going to put our choke back all the way up, so our mixture control is full rich because we're going to be going at about 3,000 feet and descending from there, and I just don't want to have to worry about it. So we're going to descend to about 3,000 feet, try and get our speed down. 3.9er, 3.8. We're going to pull up here on our descent, just drop our airspeed. 80 knots, 77, 75, first notch of flaps, give her a little bit of power. Now we're swaying in the wind a little bit. Alright. Let's look over this way, see where we are. Alrighty. So we are going to turn on our taxi lights. We're going to get prepared to make a turn. Now I'll just make sure that ATC doesn't need anything else. So we're going down for runway 13 left. Wind at 168, so that's a little bit of a windy, or did I read that incorrectly? 168 at 9. So 9 knots of wind, that's pretty windy. Alright, so we're going to start making our turn here. We put down one more notch of flaps, we're going to keep it around 65, 70. Oh. Okay, there we go. And I see our landing strip over there. Wow, she is windy today. $2,500 to 3,000 is about where I'm going for altitude on my approach here. 2,500 is more going to be my better option for where I am in comparison to the runway. Our airspeed's dropping a little bit, so I gotta modulate that, gets back up to about 66. Alright, we're going to drop one more notch of flaps. And that should be good for our approach here. So we got our taxi lights turned on, mixture full rich, throttle we're monitoring it, flaps are full. So I believe we're all prepared to land here, so once I get in line with our strip here, we're not going to be doing a full lined up landing, we're just going to kind of eyeball it. Alright, so I'm going to see if I can get my landing clearance. Alright. So we're going to start dropping our altitude a little bit here. Hold back, keep her, try and keep her around mid to high 60s. Alright. Now let us go down here a little bit. 2100. 70s, we got to drop our speed down a bit. 2000. 70s, we got to slow down more. 66, 64, bump up our speed. 1800. Alright, and now we're just about ready to start turning into our runway. It's gonna be a little tricky with the wind that we got. 70s, we need to slow down. 1500. I'm gonna try and get as centered on the runway as I can. 500. We're going a little quick. We're gonna drop our throttle all the way down. We're landing on the wrong runway, but you know what? We're gonna go around here. Raise up our flaps. Get our speed going up. We're gonna come back and land on the correct runway. I don't know what I messed up there. It took left downwind, but I must have messed something up. That's okay. I'm gonna go back up to about 1500, 2000 feet-ish. Whoa, whoa. I don't feel like getting yelled at ATC today, or yelled at by
Center Golf
ATC.
Sierra Alpha, wind 167 at 8. Clear to land runway 13 left.
There we go.
Clear to land runway 13 left, Cessna Golf Sierra
167
Alpha.
at 8. We'll go out to about that river right over there, and then we will start to do our descent again, but do it properly this time. Alright, 2-1, that should be about good. We're going to slow down. And we're going to put down our first notch of flaps again. Give her a little bit of speed, keep her around the 70s for right now. And again, our landing speed is going to be mid to high 60s. Alright, here we are with this. Now we're going to start making our turn. we are. So we'll cut our throttle, drop our second notch of flaps, and we'll come in for a good and proper landing. Alright, we'll put one more notch of flaps, drop down to idle, drop our speed down to our mid-60s, keep up on our throttle, try and stabilize. Coming in at 1700 feet, which is good. And we'll get semi lined up with our runway here. Is this one here 2.6 or 1.3? Might have to go around again. .500 feet, bump our speed down. That's 1.3 right. I'm gonna go around again. Like I said, I don't have all of my approach charts and everything that I usually have, so bear with me that this landing's taking a little bit longer than usual. So we'll take our turn, we're going full throttle again, build up some speed, get up to about 2100 again, turn around, line up for the other runway. Man, I miss my Jepson charts. Alright, there's our river, which is our point of interest for our navigation. Feel bad for this traffic controller at Southport here. They're probably like, what is this guy doing? And I'm like, I don't know. I ain't no professional. 2000, level off. Ish. Keep our speed around 80. Fly over to this river here. .74, 75, that looks good to me. Alright, and then we're actually gonna land this time, I hope. Alright, so we're at 70, we're gonna drop our first notch of flaps, give her a little bit of throttle. Keep her around 69, 70. Alright, we're going to start our turn. Alright, we're gonna bump our throttle down. Drop one more notch of flaps. And come into our proper runway here at Southport. Drop one more notch of flaps, go back to idle, get our speed down. To our mid to high 60s. 2100 feet, we're a little bit too high. I'll let this drop down. And that's going to be our runway right there, 13 left. I believe that is going to be our runway. Alright, so we're coming in. A little bit of lag on the approach, but that is a-okay, not too much to handle. Alright, 1500 feet, we're going to level off. 500 feet call out. 71, going a little fast for our landing, but that's alright. I'm gonna aim for the numbers, but we're not gonna land on the numbers. Get my feet on my toe brakes. Pull back, start to pull back. And we're gonna flare. Try and stay centered on the runway. And touchdown. Only took 3 tries, but that is all right. We're gonna turn on our next taxiway, which is right at the end here. ATC doesn't need me to respond to them. So from my recording time right now at 58 minutes, it looks like our Southport to Brandon flight is going to be on a different video.
Cessna Golf Sierra Alpha exit runway when able.
Working on it. Turning on
Cessna
to
Golf Sierra Alpha
here.
contact ground on 126.2.
126.2.
126.2 for
Passing
Cessna Golf Sierra
our
Alpha.
threshold, but we're still on a runway. We're gonna taxi to parking.
Ground Cessna Alpha Sierra X-Ray Golf Sierra Alpha request taxi to parking.
Cessna Alpha Sierra X-Ray Golf Sierra Alpha taxi to general aviation parking via taxiway Charlie Foxtrot.
Alright. Taxiway Charlie
Taxiing
Foxtrot
to general
to
aviation
parking.
using taxiway Charlie Foxtrot, Cessna Golf Sierra Alpha.
Not too terrible of a landing. My little mess up there on my first two approaches was a little laughable. I am definitely looking forward to getting my Jeps and charts back for my approaches, because I do not remember which runway is which runway anymore. Alright, so we're at the end of here now, so we're going to turn off our strobe lights. So we're now technically not on a runway. Maybe we turned that off a little early, but that is alright. Alright, so let's figure out where our ground handler is. Let's see if they actually give me one this time. Oh.
Cessna Golf Sierra Alpha, continue taxi.
Continuing taxi. There's another one that was,
Roger Cessna
I
Golf
think there's
Sierra
a plane
Alpha.
over here that's getting ready to push back.
Cessna Golf Sierra Alpha, hold position, caution, other traffic.
Alright, we're gonna
Hold position, Cessna Golf Sierra Alpha.
hold our position. I don't see any other traffic, so I don't know what they're talking about. Unless the other traffic is what's behind me. No, he's not running. Weird. We're just gonna taxi to parking here. I don't see anybody. Breaking the rules a little bit, but that's alright. I think that's my marshaller there, maybe? Nope, my marshaller is over there. Wonder if this other traffic they were talking about is that field truck. Because I think I'm the only plane that's actually running right now. Alright, bud, you're in my way, but alright. I guess I'll just hit you then. Taxi in here.
Cessna Golf Sierra Alpha, continue taxi.
Acknowledge that.
Roger, Cessna Golf Sierra Alpha.
Almost there. Come on. Good. Stop. Parking brake set. All good. We're gonna turn off our lights. Good, good. And our engine gets turned off. Alright, everybody. Thanks for coming flying with me. I hope you enjoyed I guess this is my first video on the channel. Hope you guys enjoyed. Stay tuned for my next video. Hopefully will be coming out soon because I'm gonna probably record it right after I'm finished editing this one. And that one is going to be Portage la Prairie, where we are right now, and that is going to be going to Brandon Municipal Airport. So I hope you guys all have a great day. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next video.